Georgian special forces have taken hold of villages scattered throughout Azerbaijan. Incredibly, Kombain Nagaladze appears to have been able to move thousands of troops across the border over a course of weeks, completely hidden from both local and international authorities through a high-tech. Number of Azerbaijani casualties are unknown, but early estimates number in the high.
The freedom-loving people of the world cannot stand idly by and allow an act of such staggering inhumanity and scale.
In their third day of fighting, U.S.-led NATO troops took 3 more Azerbaijani villages occupied by Georgian special forces. U.S. troops met only light resistance and suffered minimal casualties. The Georgian commando cells are becoming increasingly hard to locate as military intelligence suffers repeated. Kombain Nagaladze has vanished, along with his top military advisors. Speculation points to Nagaladze's fear of a war crimes tribunal as motivation. A 2-minute webcast from locations unknown, Georgian President Kombain Nagaladze called America and its allies an army of scarecrows, declaring them helpless to defend themselves or their homeland. The precise nature of Nagaladze's threat, experts fear, could make itself known within.
Fisher, we've uploaded your mission objectives. Grimstarter says the rig's encryption protocols are bulletproof, so we're gonna have to let one of Nagaladze's geeks log on before we get a chance at any intelligence.
Why would they be holding on to this rig? It's not Nagaladze's smartest play.
That's what got our attention. Nagaladze is sacrificing several cells to hold on to it, so whatever's coming over the network must be critical. Mission objectives on your OPSAT.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how you going? I'm Crazy Cat Dad. Welcome back to the next episode of Splinter Cell. Now, this is something I totally forgot, that this game actually couldn't glitch you into the ground like this, and there's no other way but to restart the mission. So, I'm glad I did that, and show you guys, this old game is not without glitches, so let's just go back to my autosave.
Fisher, we've uploaded your mission objectives. Grimstarter says the rig's encryption protocols are bulletproof, so we're gonna have to let one of Nagaladze's geeks log on before we get a chance at any intelligence.
Why would they be holding on to this rig?
Oh my god, I did it again.
Smartest play.
That's what got our attention. Nagaladze is sacrificing several cells to hold.
Oh my god, I got out.
So whatever's coming over the network must be critical. Mission objectives on your OPSAT.
I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to drop down here. Alrighty, so this mission is quite simple, but it can get quite difficult to do it without being seen.
We're blowing the bridge immediately. Repeat, blowing the bridge.
Purely because it's not exactly nighttime and the shadows are terrible. So there's a lot of places to get spotted, and it just doesn't look like there's a lot of, places to be.
Bad news, Fisher. Something got the military's attention.
Oh boy.
The oil rig just got bumped into the single digits on NATO's strike list. Find yourself a technician and get that data. Time just got scarce.
Now this would be insane. You'd probably actually die within a couple of minutes here from the pollution.
Everybody look lively. Our computer technician is returning with the encryption key. I need 2 men to meet him at the docking station and escort him to the data hub. Let's get this finished quickly. We're a sitting duck out here.
But does this give any vibes for Shawshank Redemption on that part, guys? Sure does for me. It's all I think about when I do that. Alrighty, so...
Relay alert from Philip Mass. We have incoming American warplanes. Identify yourself.
That's our friends from the Air Force. Ground troops are imminent. We'll keep you updated.
Just gotta be a bit patient here, guys. After the explosion, this guy looks off into the atmosphere, and then he eventually comes down our way, and then he disappears.
We're under attack. We've sustained heavy
When he
damage.
disappears, we need to book it. Yeah, we just want to sit here.
American fighter planes. They're coming in again. Reports of incoming troop transport.
I like to shoot him. Don't have to. Here's a way to get past him. Just easier.
You hanging in there? See? It's still spraying. I swear I turned it off. Sure you did. I did.
Alrighty.
It's just my imagination.
Once they've gone to check it out, you can get past that way. We're gonna run this way, we're gonna jump up here, and we're gonna be patient. Oops. Here we're just waiting for the NPCs to do their little thing. When we know when we can move it, they're gonna go and they're gonna start shooting everything up. So, yeah, purely just a waiting game here, guys. There it is.
Change of plans, Fisher. You're going after that technician, Piotr. We want the briefcase that's changed to Chris.
Downloaded the data.
The laptop inside. Use whatever force necessary.
And once we get to here, we are literally just chasing after this bloke. We can take him out if we catch up to him, but easier for him to just run to where we actually need him to go. Just save a bit of time. There we go.
What makes this worth the risk?
the hell are you?
Don't ask any more questions. Answers only, and fast.
I understand.
Why risk manually extracting data from a battle zone?
It was the only way. We encrypted with a non-transferable destroy-on-use hard key.
What's the data?
I'm just a messenger. I don't know. Something about an ark.
What's that?
I don't know. What Nicolas wants most.
Where were you going to take the briefcase?
I don't know. I wasn't going to find out until I was on board the escape ship. Mass is a complete control freak.
Mass.
Please, I don't want to. Ah! Philip Mass, Nicolas' lead programmer. I swear that's all I know.
Great job, Fisher. Time to make yourself scarce.
How much longer is this gonna take?
Your daughter's on the line. Just running the encryption.
Black hell!
What's up, Gib?
The data you glommed off the rig. There's no way the Georgians could have gotten this much intel without a man inside the CIA.
Fisher, you're up.
Dad?
Sarah. Hi.
Where are you?
On my way home.
I thought you were gonna call last week.
Something came up. I'm sorry.
That's all right. Were you in Georgia?
Honey, you know I can't answer that.
Yeah, I know. I was just watching it on TV. Ah!
Sarah. Sarah! Wilkes, you okay?
I think so.
Hopefully everybody's all right back there. We just had a faulty collision warning. I've never seen anything like it. The entire herd went haywire.
Anybody have a line back to third echelon?
I'm here, Fisher.
What the hell's going on?
Nicolas just declared war on the U.S.
What?
The Georgians hit our communications, transportation, power grids. We still don't know how extensive the damage is.
What's our defense? What are we doing?
What do we have? Nicolas caught us with our pants down. All we've got is the laptop you pulled off the oil rig.
My daughter.
I know. I've got people heading over there. This whole country's a mess.
I need to see Sarah.
You know what you need to do. We're helpless until we find Nicolas. You're heading for the CIA. Your mission just became critical.
Failure at the Red Bear Army Community Hospital in Mississippi resulted in 17 deaths and over 30 injuries. Both county electricity and backup generators were destroyed, leaving military train traveling to Norfolk, Virginia collided with a commuter rail line after an apparent failure of its automated routing system. U.S. military has not released the contents of the train's cargo, though federal authorities have evacuated a 20-mile radius surrounding the wreckage. Though no official death toll has been given, initial reports indicate the deaths of over 40 enlisted men. Potential civilian casualties are believed to be much lower.
Newspapers talking about cyber terrorism, an information crisis, information warfare. Call it what you will, but realize that no American is safe until we mobilize our army.
Rescue workers, their information grid entirely disabled, were unable to respond to the crash for nearly an hour. Injuries became fatalities as to combat Nicolas, the Georgian president still in hiding. Though his first wave of cyber terrorism focused on military targets, intelligence proposes that a large-scale civilian target could just as easily...
We have faced terror before and triumphed. I promise here to the American people that we will triumph again. Earth is too small a place for the perpetrators of these acts to hide. The United States and her allies will enact a justice that is swift, true, and absolute.
Time to get to work, Fisher. Let me reiterate. We cannot afford any casualties. The NSA doesn't operate in the U.S. We don't spy on other agencies.
I'm not here.
That's right. You've lost existence privileges until the mission's over. We've synced a timer on your OPSAT to a pause in the ventilation system fans. We'll have a limited window of opportunity to use it for insertion.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to one of the most famous missions in all of Splinter Cell, I believe. And this is the CIA mission. So we have about 3 or 4 ways, I think, maybe 3 or 2, I'm not too sure, ways to break into the CIA within that allotted time. I think this is the best way to go. And we have this NPC guy here. We're going to wait for him to disappear before we come out here, because we're actually in a lot of light here. You can hear him walking away. It's quite noisy in here. You can run. We also have a camera up ahead that we've got to time. As you can see, we have no weapon. And here we just be a bit patient. He's gonna, I don't know, do whatever he wants. And stay up against this wall. And he's gonna walk by. No dramas. Okay, so once he's gone, I suggest you get as close as you can to this camera as you can without being spotted. And then when it's all the way left, just get past it here. Now, we actually have a guy who's about to look at us down from up here. Alrighty, so once he's turned around, we're good to go up. I'm going to try doing this one as stealth as like stealthily, or full stealth, whatever you want to call it. I can't speak properly. But if we just sit here, he's going to turn around and we're good to go. We won't get spotted. Make sure we land softly. Okay. So we got a guy here. He's going to go inside this doorway. We're just going to follow him in. Alrighty, so I'm going to take him out in his corner right here. And then pick up some goodies on the table. Nice animation there, Sam Fisher. I appreciate it. Rightio, so you'll actually see a lot more editing being done in this episode. Either because I'm actually trying to be a little bit stealth, like be quiet on everything. And because I'm trying to do that, I'm actually going to get spotted multiple times.
You mean when she wakes up? Listen, thanks for coming in.
So, we've got a bloke here. We also have a guy up in that window, which is the guy we passed before.
We couldn't assume it was
we need to get inside this elevator here. So what we're going to do, we're going to pick up this can. And we're going to be patient. Patient, patient, patient. So as you can see up there, that's our friend from before. He can spot us as well, which is not good. There we go. So once that guy's disappeared, I'm going to throw this over here. Oh my god. That didn't work. We'll try again. I'll throw it just here.
That's not right at all.
No, it is not. So you don't want to go straight away, because we've got the guy up the top that can see us, and this guy turns around straight away and looks in our direction. It's so weird. Now we still want to be patient here, because I believe he stops and looks. There you go. Once he turns around, we're just going to wait for the guy up top. And then once that's happened, we're going to call the elevator. And it's on the left. Easy as that. Let's go. This brings up our first checkpoint for the mission.
Just got word from our man inside. He says your F-2000's in place. You can retrieve it in the storage room behind the generator backup.
Goody.
I'd be ignorant not to arm you, but keep it holstered. One agency fatality means the mission's over.
Alrighty, so we do need to go over here, just to this computer right here. Even though our head's poking out the top,
ideal,
we won't get spotted, which is very nice.
This is tight as security gets.
But we also need to keep moving a little bit quick.
You said it wasn't critical.
And move our way over here.
I think we can maintain.
You're sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm just tired.
Overtime?
I'm on hour 15.
It's a crisis, man. Crunch time.
Meaning I gotta get back to it.
I'll see you around.
Once he's finished his convo, we're just gonna stop right here in this darkness. And once he's past our shoulder, we are good to go to the next part. We want to stop right here. Now, what you can't see is the shadows that should be rendering in the game, but isn't.
Hey, there's somebody in here!
But that light is actually going to make us get spotted. And we want to take him out before he gets back to the light, because we need his satchel.
I don't understand.
Well, that's a learning curve for me. I didn't know that taking someone out was that noisy. That's okay. So we got our data stick, 7687, and we're good to go. Alright, so there's a way we can get through this part without getting spotted. What we've actually got to be doing is we've got to come right over here and wait for him to move. Once he turns around, we are good to go. Alright, so we don't actually need to go to that computer, but our notes... Oh, we're actually going to need to go to the computers. This is where we're going to get our next data stick for this key code. 110598. Alrighty. Rightio, so there's a little trick here. We just got to get a bit of speed.
0J
and there we go, we're up.
675307, 0J-867.
And then we're straight past. Oh, beautiful. No whackers. And this is here where we get our SC rifle. 2000. Sticky shockers, sticky cameras, and airfoil rounds. Alright. Alrighty. Always turn the lights off. And we'll head forward. As long as we stay to the shadows here, we're good to go.
Know anybody who was hurt?
Easy, quite easy to go. Now up here we got no shadows rendering again. So what we've got to do is we've got to get right here in this corner and stop.
Standing by.
You're just gonna have to trust me on this one. Have my game widescreen. For some reason the shadows don't work, and when I use a little workaround, they are placed really weird, and I can't explain it. You're just gonna have to trust me. Alright, so we're gonna go in here. We do have one bloke in here. There he is there. And as you can see, we got another bloke in there.
What the hell?
Alright, so I'm gonna take this guy out. He's gonna become a bit of a pain. Gonna drop him right here. Also gonna take this guy out into the darkness. And that room up there is where we were before. Rightio. Into the darkness. And then we're good to go. We just need to go and access this computer. How do we know? Because it's red. And it's also our mission.
We're in.
Good. Grim?
I'm inside. Just there. The leak is a low-security PC registered to one Mitchell Doherty.
Great. Doherty's PC is your new objective, Fisher. I'll upload the details to your OPSAT.
So just like before. Alrighty, hopefully that's given us enough time. He does sort of see us. Or maybe not. We got away this time. And just as before, we're just going to wait for him to go that direction. And then once he's come around, goes the other direction, we're going to sprint over to the other side. As you can see, the shadows and the textures in here do not work well with my fixes. So I don't really know off the top of my head where like the shadows actually are. But I do know he comes this way and pauses, so I'm just going to sit here and wait. And then once we're past, we should be clear.
Due to recent events, all security personnel will remain at level 3 patrol until further notification.
Okay, so we have a guy here. Really quick and easy way to get his attention.
I hear something.
We just jump. And then we follow him in. We don't really need to take him out or turn the light off. He's just going to go in a direction that we don't actually care. Righty, so we got some cameras up there. Basically, what we need to do is just run through. We won't get caught. We do need to slow down here because there's a guy in this room to our left. And we got lucky for the timing. He's just doing some printing. And we're just lucky enough that he did turn around in time.
Until further notice.
Alrighty, so we actually need to get this light out in order to get past. Notes. 110700. 10700. Beautiful, lad.
Well, tell Clarence I'm gonna have his ass and his badge for this. Because I'm looking at agency photographs of Red Bear on TV. Find out what agency media the press has. Anything they haven't shown yet, get back before they do. I don't know. I don't care. Fix it.
Alrighty, just to save us a bit of hassle, we're going to knock him out into his room, turn the light out, and then continue forward. What I do believe in this corner is the way to go. Use the computer. Lights out, mate. Lights out. We do have a turret there. That is just going to teach us for later on that we can turn them off or set them in a different frequency to target actual enemies. Rightio, we're onto the way to the end of the mission. Up, down? I don't know. Click it all until we're done.
I just sent you Doherty's file. He's in information retrieval, Office 508.
What do I do with Doherty?
Stay out of his way for now. We'll get back to you when we find more on him.
So this part's really easy to get through. The game gives you a very obvious way to walk around.
Bangkok, 3 in Canada.
Any order?
Nope.
Take it back and turn up the volume.
The foolish avarice and arrogance of a nation.
Also guys, if you're enjoying this walkthrough, make sure you give it a like. And hopefully subscribe as well for more content.
A nation that still believes there is
No, it's like a moaning in the background.
Alrighty. So, the first time you ever play it, you don't know this is the bloke you need, but that's Doherty right there. We just gotta wait for a little bit. He leaves, and then we go into his room, and we gotta get some details off his computer. Rightio, sir. Of course we know we gotta use that computer, because it's red.
Working on it. Very clever back door. Looks like Philip Mass's work. Bouncing to a server. Surf Kalina _VA, which is the Kalina Tech building in... Oh, black hell, somebody spotted me. I shut down.
We'll call back. Fisher, we're gonna need you to bag Doherty.
What happened with Grimm's daughter?
We'll worry about that. You worry about Doherty. Wait for him to take a smoke break. It'll make grabbing him easier. Details on your OPSAT.
Meaning...
Right, so we just gotta basically follow him until we can take him out.
Electric supply and the backup generator. Agent Marks has been trying to sell us on the idea of electrostatic fuel bombs, but the blast radius doesn't figure. A logic bomb activated in the hospital's archival system 70 hours earlier.
This bloke right here, with his shades on in the darkness.
Effectively wiped out.
You just gotta be patient and he'll disappear.
However, we do know how they gained access to the transformers. These are hospital security access codes. The only parties who have these codes are hospital directors and us. If these codes came from CIA files, then... Excuse me, yeah? Yeah, I'm telling them about it now. Oh, hold on a sec. I'm gonna be a few minutes if you guys...
Thank you very much, Agent Smith.
Alright, I'm back.
Let's use a disposable. Why not?
Yeah.
Wrong button.
Is she alright? She's fine, but it was close.
Righty. So that guard won't see you.
Hey, careful with your coffee.
So, now my whole family's spooked. My wife doesn't want to send the kids to school tomorrow.
You spilled your coffee.
Christ. In fact, I'm supposed to call her. I gotta run.
All right, I'm going for a smoke. You gonna be around later?
No, I'm taking off.
Hey, you spilled coffee. Somebody's gonna have to clean that up.
I gotta run, Mitch. Take it easy.
Alright, so we just wait here and be patient. His friend that wants you to clean it all up, he just disappears into a room and stays there. That's a very nice thing to be sitting at. What are you guys watching? Monday is the limit. Yes, it sure is. Rightio. So what we can do is we can actually take him out now, but then there's a huge, I tell ya. Huge. There's my Donald Trump impression for you. Yeah, he's a huge hassle to actually take him all the way to where we need to be. Alrighty, as you can see, it's raining outside. So as soon as he opens it up, I suggest
Junior
taking
Wilkes
him
is in
out.
position for extraction. He's with Special Agent Baxter, an interrogations expert. They've got a disappearance truck parked in the back.
And as you can see, there's also a guy outside. He will spot us. Okay, I've never seen that guy actually come in here before. I thought he was just going to sit there the whole time. So this guy's quite easy to bypass without getting spotted. Alrighty, so I'm going to take him out right now because we tend to walk a bit quicker with him on our backs. I do not know if that guy will spot us when he comes out because there is a bit of light.
What is that?
There we go, so he just slightly spotted us.
I've got another complication for you. Some CIA security dig is chatting up Junior Wilkes and Baxter.
How were they spotted?
They weren't hiding. NSA presence on Langley is completely legit.
The only problem is me and Dorothy.
Correct. A SIG-int ninja with an unconscious bureaucrat on his shoulder is less than copacetic, so don't let him see you.
Alrighty, so what I do is I drop his body right there because we did alert one of the guys inside.
Maybe it was nothing.
Alright, so I'm going to have to deal with this guy first.
Intruder! What the hell?
Could have been a sticky shocker somewhere here. I'm not too sure. Yeah, so that didn't really quite go to plan. But not to worry. I haven't been that perfect with my stealth all the way through, and I think this mission definitely done a lot better. I think, anyway. At least I tried to, anyway. You guys be the judge. Alrighty, this part is really tedious, just carrying his body. It is really, really annoying, but oh well. We're nearly there. We just have 2 more people. 2 more guards, and that's our end right there. And we just got to take him this long way around. Alrighty, so I'm just going to drop him right here.
Hello.
Take him out. And get our sticky shockers. There is a very specific set of ways to what you've got to do this part without getting spotted. It takes probably 3 to 4 times as long as I did it. But that's not this kind of walkthrough. This is purely just how most average Joe Blows would probably play the game. Alrighty, so...
You mean you actually deal with humans sometimes?
Rarely, but yeah.
Awesome. So...
I love sticky shockers. Bloody Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is the end of this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in with Crazy Cat Dad. This is Splinter Cell, the original. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Catch ya.
Let's get out of here.
Thanks, Wilkes.